When we speak about the past, now we know how to make sentences using the verb to be. The past forms are was and were. You know the positive and the negative, wasn't, weren't. You know also how to make questions. Well, the question now is how to make sentences using verbs different from the verb to be. Example with something that you already know. Present simple. In present simple, you remember we use the verb, we are careful whom we are talking about. If we speak about him, her, or it, so we use he, she, it, then the verb goes with s. Okay? In all of the other forms, we need just the word verb in its basic form. And present simple, you also know that it is used for something that's happening every day or for something that's happening in general. Well, the question now is what is going to happen when we speak about yesterday, when something happened yesterday. And this is the verb receives ed at the end. Let's look at some examples. I cleaned the room yesterday. She tried the cake yesterday. He visited Spain last year. We traveled to Germany last week. They worked together last year. Be very careful with the pronunciation first. A lot of people try to read it as two different letters and to pronounce it as a separate word. It doesn't work on this way. I cleaned, not I cleaned. I tried. He visited. Okay? The only situations in which you need to pronounce ed as it is when the verb finishes in t or d and you just can't say it visited, right? In all of the other cases, you just don't read e. We traveled, they worked. Verb plus ed. Look at the second sentence. She tried the cake yesterday. Try is a verb that finishes in y, the same as the verb study. And as it finishes in y, we are careful about the letter before. It's consonant. So here you apply the same rule that you know. You know it from the plural forms of the nouns first. After that, we revised the rule in the present simple. Here it's the same. When the verb finishes in y plus ed, we are careful about the letter before y. When that letter is consonant, y is changed into I and ed is added after that. He studied last night. She tried the cake. Study, studied. Try, tried. Another situation comes when we have verbs that finish in y and there's a vowel in front. Stay plus ed, state. Okay? Here there is no change in y. The same rule that you know. That's why I told you even then that it's very important to remember that rule. You are going to need it. So y plus ed, state. Something else. There are situations in which we need to double the last consonant. For example, stopped, plant. What you need to be careful about. First, you need to be sure about the basic form of the verb, of course. Stop, plan. These are short verbs, right? Then, you are trying to find the combination of the last three letters. That's the same exercise that we've already done. So if you have a combination of consonant, vowel, consonant, as in stop, then the last consonant is doubled. Okay? Once again, a combination of consonant T, vowel O, consonant P. The last consonant P is doubled, stopped. Stopped plant. Be careful with this rule because these are one of the most common mistakes when it comes to spelling in tenses and in general in English. You're trying to understand what's the combination of the last three letters. Then you know how to write the word. It doesn't matter if you know the word or if you don't. Good. So far, we spoke about the verbs that take ed, and that's the way you form some of the forms in past simple. In past simple, the situation goes like that. There are verbs that are called irregular verbs. There are verbs that are called irregular verbs. The irregular verbs follow the basic rule. You just add ed and you are ready to use the verb. The irregular verbs, well, that's a different story, and we'll speak about them in the next several videos. There you need to learn everything by heart, sorry, no other way. But I've prepared you a set of cards that you will find as attached files. I hope they will be useful because there you have the three forms of the most common verbs plus example sentences. So I hope that it will be really useful, but about those things we'll speak in the next video. Now time to do the exercises. It's only one, so let's directly check it. That's it. You need to open the brackets using past simple. Please pause the video, and after you are ready, let's then check it together. Good. I opened the door. Pronunciation, be careful about that. My sister, be here, wasn't at home. He enjoyed the party a lot. No difference in the spelling because the verb finishes in vowel plus y. Enjoyed. The car stopped next to the hotel. Here you're careful about the spelling. Stopped, double P. It was rainy the whole day yesterday. The verb to be. It was rainy the whole day yesterday. It rained a lot. The movie started. Be careful with the pronunciation. The verb finishes in T. The movie started on time. That was the easy part. Let's start with the irregular verbs. Please spend the time you need to memorize them. If you don't learn the irregular verbs now, it will be really difficult for you when we start talking about the perfect tenses. Okay? See you in the next video.